Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine with Behind the Markets. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, the 22nd of September, and it is National States and Capitals Day. And I am very excited about that because my son, Teddy, my 10-year-old, is learning about all the states and capitals. And he's been telling me about them all. And I remember learning about that when I was a kid, which is very exciting. And I'm also happy that the schools that I send my kids to, very civic minded. For example, my daughter is in American history, and they're learning about the Revolutionary War and the importance of Jefferson and Hamilton and Washington and Adams and all these people, and she's really into it. Very important to teach our kids the history of this country. What a great, amazing nation we have with Enlightenment ideals. I just love it. I'm just so grateful for that. Anyway, today I wanted to have a little bit of fun with you. One of our marketers, Angel, had ChatGPT analyze our track record across our services. And here is what it's concluded. So ChatGPT, AI basically, got to analyze our track record. We uploaded the Excel file that we get from Conrad, who actually quantifies all these things every week and updates our track record. And we do this, we have it done by an outside group so that we're not accused of any funny business. Also, it's just best practices. It's FTC best practices we've come to learn. So anyway, we want to do that. But it's a little weird to have, it's like having a doctor give you, a proctologist give you an exam. Okay, it's very uncomfortable. What's this AI gonna think of me? And what's it gonna spit out and all this other nonsense? So I'm just gonna read some of the things that AI concluded by analyzing our track record since we opened this business. Okay, unifying themes and patterns across trades. I'm going to quote this. Across this diverse set of trades, a few unifying themes emerged. This is ChatGPT. Contrarian entries amid negative sentiment. Nearly all these trades were initiated at times when the target stock or its sector was facing skepticism, distress, or apathy. This contrarian approach, buying against prevailing sentiment, is the clearest common thread. For example, the portfolio bought oil stocks in 2020 when oil was in historic rout, gold in 2021 when inflation fears were minimal, tech growth in 2022 when the NASDAQ was in free fall, and banks during the 2023 banking scare. In each case, the investors zigged when others zagged, seeking value and future catalysts in areas the market had left for dead. Repeatedly, this paid off when the broader narrative eventually turned positive. This highlights a pattern of contrarian value investing tempered by patience for the thesis to unfold. Gosh, ChatGPT, I can't believe you noticed. That was cool. I can't believe an AI gets it. That's very interesting. Some other things they said, thematic bets on macro catalysts. These trades weren't contrarian for contrarian's sake alone. They often anticipated specific catalysts to paradigm shifts. A pattern of thematic investing is evident, where multiple positions were taken to express a single high conviction theme. Geopolitical conflict. Ahead of and during the Ukraine war, the portfolio leaned into hard assets and defense. It assembled a basket of gold ETFs, miners, and defense tech names, effectively positioning for a world of higher military spending and erosion of fiat trust. My goodness, it's like ChatGPT subscribed to our newsletters. Have I not been positioning us for a world of higher military spending and an erosion of fiat trust, dollar dominance, basically? This theme paid off as war and geopolitical tensions indeed dominated headlines, boosting these assets. Technological breakthroughs. The fund targeted companies at the forefront of major tech trends, Palantir, Rocket Lab, IonQ, et cetera, et cetera. Healthcare catalyst. Substantial theme was biotech pharma catalyst, essentially betting on the biopharma innovation cycle. By holding a suite of biotechs, the portfolio was positioned for the wave of drug approvals and pharma acquisitions that indeed arrived by 2023. Post-crisis recoveries, focus on hard assets and cyclicals, patience and multi-year holding periods. Another commonality is that many trades were held for 1 to 3 years rather than quick flips. This is true. The investor often entered early, well before the crowd, and was willing to wait. It just goes on. The patience was crucial for the contrarian strategy. Time was needed for sentiment to turn or for catalysts to materialize. Opportunistic exits on strengths and catalysts. Anyway, it goes on and on. In summary, the entire set of trades reflects a coherent philosophy. Identify areas that are unloved but poised for positive change. Invest in a basket of opportunities there and wait for the rest of the world to catch on. These recurring sectors, commodities, defense, innovative tech, biotech, all had periods of extreme pessimism that the portfolio turned into opportunity. Repeatedly, we see contrarian bets that the consensus was wrong, and in many cases, a notable catalyst or turnaround proved the bet right. This consistency in approach, contrarian, catalyst-focused, and theme-driven, is the key unifying pattern across the trades. Each position had its unique story, but collectively, they paint a picture of an investor looking past current narratives and toward where the puck was going and positioning early to capitalize on that insight. Overall, the portfolio's themes can be encapsulated as buy low, sell high writ large, executed not randomly, but in areas with clear potential catalysts and often against the prevailing grain. Look at that. Look at that. ChatGPT. Holy mackerel. I can't believe AI actually understands. AI explained what we do better than all these fancy marketers and copywriters that I have working for me. You hear that, guys? Anyway, I was pretty impressed that AI really, wow. If you want to have a little bit of fun, maybe if you have your portfolios on an Excel sheet, all your historical trades, you upload them to ChatGPT and say, analyze this, and just look what that spit out. It was pretty radical. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, that is all I have for you this Monday morning. I hope you have a wonderful start to your week, our last full week of September, and I'll see you tomorrow.